Ladies and gentlemen, this is Freedom Report. The broadcast will start shortly after this brief song.
I got arrested just a few days ago in a sting operation for my 13th time. My brother's 16th time. I mean, we are reading some Guinness Book of Records. This is unbelievable. I would never think that in Canada you would have to do this. It's unbelievable.
Stefanos, you're frozen. Oh man, they gotta change your modem.
1 hour later.
Now forgive my paper here, but you know what? When it's that song, you write on anything you get. God bless you. Amen. Thank you.
Very large crowd here. So, very large line of protesters, very large line of police and riot police who are actually moving further. But I was, just before I even turned this phone on, they weren't coming over this snow hill up here, but here, I'll show you everybody. Yeah, they're coming over this snowbank and they're going to want to push everybody out of here.
Ed, you're muted.
Well, I'm just going to start by saying I never expected to be the guy in front of the cameras, in front of the media. I just wanted to grill. I just wanted to run my business, sell our sandwiches and our platters of meat, give good job opportunities to people, and try to enrich my local community with the kind of food that I can make. I've been put in this strange position where I had no choice but to engage in civil disobedience. So.
A lot bigger crowd than Edmonton. I salute you all, freedom fighters. I'm a freedom-loving pathologist, and I've got a big career on the line here. I've spent my entire life in evidence-based medicine, being a good guy, a soldier for organized medicine. I mean, that's not good enough. I'm spreading, according to them, misinformation, except the only problem is they won't tell you what the information is that I'm misinforming you about.
But you told me that they had their safeties off, right?
Well, there was one guy standing there with the AR, and there was kids around, and one fellow said, why do you have ARs, full tactical gear, with you when we're unarmed, and there's kids around?
Oh, there we go. Playing most games again.
Yeah.
So, so this is gonna be one you want to share out, guys.
Freedom Report has special guests like April Lejeune, Pat King, Conrad R.C. Goodser, Artur Pulowski, Misty Wind, Mike Martins, Chris Sky, Jason J. Manpachernik, Aaron Barker, Dr. Daniel Nagase, Adam Skelly.
And you have to prove that you have a lawful reason to be there. And I say your lawful reason is Section 6 of
you have a lawful reason to be here because you're a citizen of Canada.
That's right.
Everything about all the corruption and the voting scandals. Just wait till
Police started coming in and taking people's stuff again, and I thought that was illegal. They just said that the first time they're supposed to return everything.
Freedom Report. Broadcast starts now. Thank you for watching.
How's everybody tonight? Welcome to Freedom Report. I'm Derek. We run Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Calgary time. We got Stefanos. We actually have Ed live at an event right now, so we could probably bring him in for a little bit, see what's going on. I gotta get this slide down. I don't know. I hope everything's good. I kind of just got home from shooting a music video, so well, let's bring Ed in to see what's going on.
All right, so for that one, the oh, sorry, no, that wasn't there. Hold on, let me get it down from the bottom. All right, so for that one, the ticket is 196274. 196274. $196,274.
Here we
Okay,
go.
yeah, come right up.
What's going on there, Ed? Can you hear us? Ed, what's going on there?
Okay, for
Full
the
house.
games begin, the Smart Puzzle 3-pack. Oh, I don't know, I can read all this. Some sort of kids prize, okay? For the let the games begin. The winning number is 197380. 197380. Mueller, there we go. Nice. Yep, come right up.
Tom Quiggins here.
Nice, Tom Quiggins. Can you get him on camera tonight?
This is down in Burlington. It's Vets for Freedom fundraising dinner.
Okay, next is the $145 reading voucher for the site, the Channeling Psychic. This one's filled the most, all right? Okay, the winning is 197443. Winning number 197443.
So Ed, tell us what's going, like what this is all
So
about.
I
A
was
lot of
talking
people
to
are
Tom
wondering.
Quiggin briefly, and apparently he's not doing interviews right now. So I was hoping to get him on tonight, but
Nice gift pack. I don't know what it is. Looks like lots of products in there. The number is 197481. 197481.
I'm gonna ask
so
Stefanos
they're
how he's
selling
doing.
raffle tickets, so they're just raffling off a few items. Again, more fundraising. There was over 350 people, sold out. Derek Sloan was here speaking, Tom Marazzo, a whole bunch of vets, the founders of Vets for Freedom.
Okay, next is a gift pack from El Patio and Worth the Coffee Company and Bob Cajun.
James Top came in remotely.
Number is 197470. 197470.
Eddie Cornell was in speaking. Andrew McGilvery, I believe, was speaking.
197470.
Chris Deering was speaking. Sammy Mandolini, Daryl Smith, Jake Spinney, Tom Murphy. I said Tom Mazzaros. He spoke also.
So a good lineup
I think
of people
there's
then,
gonna
Ed.
be a couple more performances. We're not done yet.
Okay, the second gift pack.
Is there going to be a break anytime soon where you can get someone on camera?
196844. 196844. 196844.
I have not seen one mask anywhere in this hall. No social distancing.
Okay, the third gift pack.
It's kind of nice to be in a normal situation again.
From El Patio. 197460. 197460. Put your hand up if you have that number. 197460. All right, the float into spring. Fresh Glow Facial, 2.5-hour treatment. Winning number 197879. 197879 for the Fresh Glow Facial. Come right up.
Ed, your finger's in the way.
879 for the
Come on, man.
facial.
Get it together. Your finger's in the way. Anyways, Stefanos, how's it going today?
It's going, man. It's going really good. No, just OJ, my friends. The vodka is reserved for Glenn Meredith weekends and Fridays. Woohoo!
Nice. So, anything new on your end? I just got back from shooting a music video for Brad Kerrigan.
Yeah. Well, there's some really interesting new stuff, and it kind of ties in to our show from.
Already.
1 hour later.
You kidding? I think you're just pulling my leg, all right? I didn't see me freeze and nobody disappeared. I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Well, you froze on my end, so it could be that, or it could be something different.
Yeah. So I was gonna say it's quite the quick 1 hour later, but you never know, right? You never know. Cheryl, that could be a possibility, but yeah. So I think. So as I was saying, our show that we had done, I believe it was last week, about the healthcare workers, the foreign healthcare workers coming in. This will tie in everything, and that's with our guest that we have. So I don't know if you want to do Ed's bit here first, and then we'll break into that, because you really need to pay attention to what's going on. You can connect the dot, and yeah, it's all good that way.
Okay, yeah, we can do that, but like I'm gonna fill in the dead spaces because people get bored. So
yeah,
I'll pop in once in a while. Maybe have little chats and stuff like that.
I could do a headstands, a little bit of chair surfing, or you can just listen to my dog freaking out in the background because she's demanding, just like women. What can I say? Demanding.
Oh no, you did it.
I shouldn't have said that. No, I take it back. Time.
Yeah, let's see what's going on there.
Yeah, so it's let's see what's going down.
Ed, you're good to talk away there. Go talk to somebody, Ed.
Okay, so no one has come up for 197460. We're going to pull another number for this gift package.
Obviously, he can't hear me.
196440. 196440. 196440. 196440. Anyone? Oh, there we go. Finally.
Must be a good drink you got there. Got you held down at the table.
Okay, so if no one has the number 197879 for the Fresh Glow Facial, I'm going to pull another number. 196084. 196084. There we go. Finally. Okay, so there's no one from 197891. Okay, so this is the big prize here. It's a nice picture of the box. Okay, gonna shuffle them really good. The number is 197587. 197587. That is for the picture. 197587. Ready? Come on! Anyone? Jeweler. There we go. Oh, we got that.
Where are those weed brownies?
And another last donation of a gift. Something, I don't know what it is, a picture frame and a, I don't know, I can't read Italian. What's that cologne? 197297. 197297. It's a mystery gift. Anyone? 197297. The mystery, oh yeah, there we go, right there. The mystery gift.
So this is the Veterans for Freedom in Burlington because Ed's not talking. He's too busy eating friggin' weed brownies. And, you know, you should go talk to somebody so people know what's going on. And come on, man. Everybody's confused right now. Look, boring. Womp womp. Oh, he's got his eyes on the lady. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he does. This isn't going to be the whole show. Don't worry. Who's seen a party like this in a long time? Like, man, I'm kind of jealous in a way.
Folks, thank you so much. That is
Kind of jealous now. Oh, what happened to me? I must have had a weed brownie too. I don't know. What do you think, Stefanos?
I don't know. It looks like there's a Zika virus happening on you.
He's not talking.
The shrunken head virus.
That's a new variant going around.
Yeah, the new variant. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just Veterans for Freedom, I believe it is. They're having.
Burlington.
Yep, in Burlington, they're having their get together there.
and chicken nuggets.
Yeah, obviously the speeches and stuff haven't started yet, so maybe we're a little early. I don't know how long it's going to go. Yes, we have somebody on tonight, and very informative. As I said, it ties into a previous show with healthcare workers, but this expands even. It's not just healthcare workers that are being replaced by foreign workers. It is everyone, every type of job.
So stick around for that one, guys. You don't want to miss that. I got a whole bunch of information here loaded up on the screen for you.
Yeah, absolutely. This is quite disturbing what's going on in Ontario. Anyone thinking about voting for the PC party for Ford there, you got to be out of your mind. People really need to wake up. Don't vote for any of the other parties that are elected right now. They're all on the same page. They're all pushing the same garbage. So let's get the change of government, real government, and get them in. This is needs a change. This is just crazy what's going on.
This lunacy.
Oh, on the other hand, Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, everyone they're representing that got these quarantine and COVID fines, all the challenges based on the Canadian Constitution. Thank God for that piece of document. All of them are being thrown out. So the government isn't even trying to challenge them. So, this is good stuff. So the main battle that we have left is the being able to fly out of this country and come back into this country without the jabs as being a requirement. And that we all know is highly unconstitutional. So I do predict a favorable outcome.
What are they doing there?
Electricians here.
Must be a moment of silence.
Just before the head table departs, I just want everybody to give a huge round of applause to Sammy. Sammy has worked so incredibly hard and has not gotten recognized.
Well, it's just a privilege to be here. You're all my heroes, so I'm just really honored to be in everyone's presence. Thank you for being here. All right, that table. Left turn. And we lost our piper, unfortunately. He had an urgent situation to go, but we were improvising because I'm not going to do that with this voice. No, we like these people. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending the first annual fundraiser for Veterans for Freedom. We're not done yet. Stay as long as you like until 11. And last call at the bar is at 2200. So have fun. Social tightening policy, exchange business cards, network, take advantage of the incredible network that's here. Meet these people, look them in the eye, give them a hug. Hugs are authorized. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. God bless all of you. And if you want to wrap a thing and you don't have the actual thing, please come here. And we're going to give you the stuff that you need to get your stuff.
Enjoy your evening.
All right, and I would like to introduce to you everybody, Josh, Mr. Freedom.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. What a wonderful event. Seems like a long time coming. It's 4 days in Ottawa, where I go to Memorial every day and see the vets. And now I'm going to stand right beside them and help them. I'm very proud of everybody coming together. The vets are the true freedom fighters, the original freedom fighters. And along my journey and on the fight for freedom, I wrote this song here. It's kind of slowly becoming the anthem for it's good. Please enjoy. Don't know where I'm going, but I know we'll be together, looking out over horizons, all the things that we will see, and we'll just keep on going, destination unknown, and we'll stay this way forever, rolling down.
Yeah, Mr. Freedom.
Sing it out. Freedom, what's living without freedom? Life's about living strong, what's living without freedom? Freedom, what's living without freedom? Life's about living strong, what's living without freedom? Don't know where I'm going, but I know I'll be just fine. Looking out over horizons, all the things that's yours is mine. We'll keep on going, destination unknown, and we'll stay this way forever. We will never walk alone. Sing it out, freedom is living without freedom. Life's about living strong, what's living without freedom? Freedom, what's living without freedom? Life's about living strong, what's living without freedom? Don't know where I'm going, but I know I'll be just fine. Looking out over horizons, everything that's yours is mine. Yours is mine. We'll keep on going, destination unknown. If we can stay this way forever, we will never walk alone. Sing it out, freedom. We're singing without freedom. Life's about living strong. What's living without freedom? Freedom, what's living without freedom? Life's about living strong. What's living without freedom? Figure it out. Freedom. Everybody now, let me hear you sing it out. Freedom, freedom, freedom. What's living without freedom? Lots about freedom, freedom. What's living without freedom? Lots about living strong. What's living without freedom? Freedom, what's living without freedom? Life's about living strong. What's living without freedom?
All right, we'll go see who's outside.
Uh-oh, is Ed roboting already there, Derek?
He must be.
I'm gonna go outside, see if I can grab some interviews.
That was kind of perfect how I played that out, eh? Just like I heard him sing the song. Hi.
Oh, there's the most awesome person in the world, Jenny May.
So that's who Ed has his eyes on.
Yeah, for sure. There's a little
All right, we'll let him get outside. But that was pretty cool. I kind of segued into that pretty awesome. You know, I heard him sing and it's like it matched it right where he was singing.
Awesome. Awesome.
There, that broke the silence a little bit. Ed, quit dicking around. Get outside. Come on. We got important news to cut. We got important information.
Run out there, Ed.
All right, let's see what he's saying.
Hey, Duck! Remember the guy that had the boom truck? Oh, sorry. Alive.
Yes, Glenn, go for the chicks, Ed. Ed, get the chicks.
You're a little choppy there, Ed. You need to get to a better signal. Oh, he's got no audio now. I don't know what's better, echo cancellation or not.
I don't know. It might.
We need to get him a better setup for doing live feeds like I have.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna have to work on getting Ed some upgraded equipment.
No, he needs to get off of Apple.
Oh, is that the problem? He's on.
Yeah. Apple's a cult. You know that you can't do half as much as you can with an Android.
Yeah, they're all a mess. That's all I gotta say. What the hell happened?
Oh, guys, this ain't a beer. It's kicking back cola. It's no beer.
Yeah, and this is OJ, not vodka.
Oh, he went dark. Uh-oh.
1 hour later.
Man down. We need a medic. Man down.
Oh, he muted it on his own. I think he went off screen.
Oh,
come on, man.
Come on, Ed. Stop doing the trickery, man.
Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long. Hey. Yeah, he's got to learn how to do live events a little better. I'm sorry, Ed, not to knock you down. I've got this one covered. You need the equipment. I'll show you what I got so you guys can learn from it.
Yeah. You got to tell us what to do for those on-location situations.
There we go. If you have a phone, there's no audio, Ed. If you're trying to talk to someone, there's no audio. Can't hear you.
I think Ed's divulging super secret information.
Oh.
He doesn't want us to know.
Look at this big package there. That's my friggin' for flying a drone.
Oh, yes. We must go over that together and find out what you need to do there.
It was all Antifa.
Really, eh? That's really interesting.
So a DJI gimbal. That's keep it nice and stable. Hard drive that hooks up to your phone just in case your stuff's full. Add your microphone. We can't hear anybody. And a set of Rode to goes. That way you can clip one in you and point one at the other person. And it's nice, crisp wind diffusers on it. And they're pretty handy. That's what I use at live. And I use Prism Mobile because you can multi-stream on it. And you can play music, play videos, just like StreamYards. Okay, I'm going to have to put a banner up. You obviously can't hear me. Ed, your mic has been off the whole time. Ed. Feels like a silly show right now. Good job.
Come on, Ed. Give us the old audio. Christina, it's not so wasted. Wait for the next half of the show. It'll be good.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get good. I got all kinds of stuff lined up here.
Celine, you're watching the Veterans for Freedom. They have an event going on tonight. In Burlington, was it, Derek?
Yeah, Burlington. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what's going on right now. That's what we're watching. Ed's supposed to be there live on location, but we're losing audio from him. I don't know why, but these interviews, just imagine what they're saying. Read lips.
I got something to say about these Antifas because they're usually like what do you call them? Climate Nazis, paper Nazis. You know how much paperwork you put these trees you waste when you do this? How much trees you waste? This goes against what you stand for.
Tree murderers, man.
Yeah, you guys are murderers.
They're terrorizing the environment, period.
I had to say that. He's probably using his phone. I probably will try calling him.
Derek, how about this? Paper terrorist. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Glenn does great voiceovers. Glenn, yeah, if you could voice over, that'd be excellent.
See, he's starting to glitch out a bit. And he hung up. Your mic's off. Oh. I can't unmute him.
Ed, if you can hear us, turn your audio on.
Wow. Hold on. I got a sound effect for this one.
I feel
enough of that.
I feel like I'm at a circus or something.
That's what it's like.
What you got?
Oh, there he is.
What just happened? Press the button.
I got to see it on our main
Charging?
Hello, Ed. How are you? What's going on? Will ya?
I had unintentionally muted the mic for a bit, but I got it back on. Stefanos started screaming.
Oh, I'm not.
Is that Kellyanne?
I'm not screaming Jenny, if that's Jenny.
She kind of became the face.
Let her take that because she got to spend a couple nights at home.
Wow. And that's
And you're out here and you have a face that hasn't been tarnished.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Sound like my husband. You're like, keep it on the votes. Because my husband said, he goes, thank you. The shit gets back.
What's police candidate Joan Sharp? Don't think I don't know the stupid messages you were sending around in audio today. Watch your step, because you're a psychopath, straight up. And I have that. Derek, let's boot that person the hell out of here. They have nieces that are Antifa and everything in St. Catharines. Get rid of them. They're just a bunch of psychopaths.
My favorite stalker that snitched on me, that doesn't like cops but reports people.
Oh, yes, that person, yes. Well, there's more watching as somebody that I just mentioned here.
Okay, what was the name again? I'll take a look. Ed completely dropped out, so we're going to bring you back in. Don't want to completely look at my ugly mug. So, you know what? Maybe we'll just bring in our guest, because Ed can't get his crap together.
Yeah, let's bring the guest in. That's much better. And we have the trolls, the Antifas in here from St. Catharines. They're all libtards. Hello, guest. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, she probably wasn't ready. Rebel Mama Bear? Nope, wasn't ready. You know what? Maybe we need a halftime song. Get some stuff together. I think so. Halftime song. Sorry, guys. This was not coordinated too well.
This is a war. This is a war on religion. This is a war. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war. This is a war on tradition. This is a war. This is a religion. This is a war. This is a children. Give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war. This is a war. This is a war that we live in through. Never reveal to you that they also live in you. Then you, they don't tell you what the hell you agreeing to. Sheep in a hurry, you don't know who leading you. Keep on proceeding to follow. Your mind is so hollow, you're being coddled by government swallowing up everything that the media tell you without a question or a problem. All of the sheep being slaughtered, they poison the water, removing the father and causing these daughters, ignoring blue collar kids in the dollar and washing your sons and your daughters. Ain't got any honor if I'm being honest. I just ain't picking this side, but I'm not around for my freedom and die for my freedom and question the government lies. A lot on my mind, it's so little time. Gotta think all of us needing a sign. The devil he hides, an ego with pride. They selling, they paying the price. God won't give you more than you can handle. Government should be dismantled. Every politician got a scandal. Prepare for the war, we going to battle. This is a war. Religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war. This is a tradition. This is a war. This is a religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war. I'd rather be red pill, get killed. The ignorant living in me, that's real. Don't stand up for something, you're falling for nothing. Don't wait till the world that we know fall ill. This is the revelation of our generation, losing civilization. I'm determinated just to liberate us with our dedication. For the Terminator, fuck your medication. The administration can alienate us or exterminate us. I'll just keep on praying for your salvation. You are outdated. Society becoming outrageous. Keep your house painted for the firstborn. The angel of death in its worst form. We being scorned, look out for their horns. Remember, this isn't their first war. They coming prepared, so just be aware. They do not want to hear none of your prayers. This is a war, they ain't playing fair. They feed off your fear, they wanting you scared. Death and despair, it's all in the air. Just be aware. You think I care? The more that you know, the more that it's clear. This is a war, it's already here. This is a war on religion. This is a war on the children. They give you the cure with the sickness. This is a war on tradition. This is a war on religion.
All right, Ed's crying. Ed. What's up, Ed?
Guys, I'm here with Mr. Chalmers. He's with the Legion at Young, just north of Shepherd. What's the sound?
Oh, yeah?
You guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. So go ahead, Mr. Chalmers. What can you tell us about what's going on with the Legion?
Oh, well, what about what's going on here tonight?
All right, let's talk about that then.
We're at the Polish Hall in Burlington at the inaugural fundraiser for Veterans for Freedom. It's a group of veterans that just got together a few weeks ago and had 350 people out here tonight for a fundraiser. A bunch of amazing patriots, these guys. And many of you'll know them from the live streams in Ottawa, Tom Marazzo and Sammy and all those guys. Were here and spoke tonight, told us their stories. And it's amazing that we got this much support in woke Toronto or the GTA for this. Because it's the big cities that they're just not awake at all. They're just not awake.
So we were talking earlier about a lot of people aren't aware that anyone is welcome in a Legion. Is that true?
Yes, anybody can go on the website for thelegion.ca and sign up to their local Legion. Yeah, any Canadian citizen gets a vote, and you can join the Legion even if you're not a Canadian citizen. You just don't get a vote at the election time.
So what are the benefits of going to a Legion?
Well, the benefits of going to a Legion are that if you want to serve, which is the reason I joined, my father was a veteran of the Second World War, prisoner in Germany for over 3 years. And after he passed, he had been a member of the Legion, but didn't hang out there because he had been a prisoner of war. It was different for them. But he was a member every year. And so I joined there and became the Poppy chairman. Our branch usually makes about $100,000 a year for the veterans every year, just our branch.
So this money goes to support the veterans?
Yeah, also to support the veterans. None of it goes to the branches. From the Poppy campaign, it all goes to the veterans, which is kind of a catch-22 and sad because the branches are dying. There's not enough members.
Well, like I was discussing earlier, I didn't go to a Legion until about 4 or 5 years ago because I figured I wasn't in the military.
Well, yeah, and I mean, we see the marketing that Dominion Command does for this, but it's all directed to us, and we know it's not directed to the general public enough, I guess, that they really know.
So what would you tell to someone that's never gone to a Legion? Why would they want to go?
Well, you can just go and walk in the door and say, I want to check it out and see if I should become a member, or you can just pay the membership fees. They're around $60 a year or so. And it'll help your Legion no matter what, even if you don't like it when you get there. Just try it out.
So, you guys got any war memorabilia there? Pool tables, ping pong tables, beer, food?
Yeah, we don't have much food. We have snacks, lots of beer. It's a Legion. And we have 2 snooker tables or billiards tables, not pool tables. And you know, the usual thing, large screen TVs. We have a rental hall upstairs and that sort of thing. Our problem is we have no parking much at our Legion, just enough for the staff. And but it's at the corner of Shepherd and Yonge, so 2 subways intersect.
And 1 block or 2 blocks north?
2 blocks north on the east side of Yonge, 2 blocks north of Shepherd.
So there's Legions in pretty much every small town, every big city.
Yeah,
they're all over town.
And I don't think the small town Legions are having a problem. Maybe they are, I just don't know. But many of the Legions in Toronto are having difficulties, not necessarily financially, but if you don't have people, you can't send them out tagging poppies and raising money for the veterans in the poppy season.
So why were the Legions originally set up, and when were they set up?
Well, our Legion is very old, the North York Legion. It was originally a British Empire Service League, and it morphed into the Canadian Legion when Canadian Legion started. Some of them are old, and I mean, Scarborough Centennial is a fairly new and modern Legion at Shepherd near Brimley. Really beautiful Legion.
Can you talk about your court case?
No, not now.
You want to talk about that? Okay. All right, guys. So, as you can see, it's the events have pretty much wound down. We're doing entertainment right now. I'd love to get some more people out here to interview, but what can I say? Everyone's well fed, speeched out, and Now everyone's just yakety yak.
Well, that yakety yak is the important stuff to make the contacts for future plans, you know, and we always got to have future plans. Some of them may not pan out, and some of them might. And you never know. We heard a story of a miracle tonight, right? With one of our veterans, when he came back, he was so broken. And
Just 3 tours, right?
3 tours in Afghanistan, a tour in Iraq. I think he may have even been in Bosnia. I don't know, because he's an older guy. But
Actually, it was Bosnia that messed him up.
Bosnia, and it really messed him up. And he just felt broken. And one day he got up and he got down on his knees and he prayed, and he was saved. He said he never had another pharmaceutical for his pain after that, never had a problem after that with alcohol or anything like that, and he just became a different man. The man he is today is what he said. I've seen that. I had a miracle happen to me just by going to Queen's Park. I had bladder cancer, and someone saw me talking to Dave Menzies, thinking I was doing an interview, but I had done one a few weeks before about a friend of mine whose mom died at 101 at the beginning of the lockdown from a broken heart. She wasn't even on any medicine. And I moved over to this guy, and he said, I saw you. And I said, no. I told him I might have one coming up. And he said, what's that about? And I said, well, I have bladder cancer and the hospitals are closed. I can't get my treatment. And this young man said, well, I know another old guy who didn't do computers at all. And I've done all the research. You got an email, give it to me, and I'll send you 15 links. But the first 2 are the most important. And so he told me what I needed to do, and I'm not going to tell you because it's illegal here in Canada to eat certain things. And you can look it up, do your research. And anyway, I've been clear ever since. My doctor thinks I just take massive doses of vitamin C, and that's helped me. But I know that's not what it is. They're just not telling us the truth about so many things.
Was it perhaps devil's lettuce you were eating?
No, it was apricot kernels.
Oh yeah, apricot
And then
seeds,
I couldn't. Yeah, I was buying them at the health food store, and then I had been eating them for about a year, and I was clear of cancer and everything. Then I went into the health food store. The time before I'd bought 3 because they had them on sale, but I saw the stale date and knew I'd finished them before then. And I went in to get some more, and they said, no, Health Canada took them off the shelf. We can't sell them anymore. Well, they really are trying to kill us. Health Canada is as bad as the CDC.
All right, well, thanks for coming on. Guys, I'll see if we can find someone else to do an interview. My battery almost died on me. And I'll see if I can come in with someone shortly. Otherwise, Stefanos, take it away.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so look, guys, I'm going to address this freaking Antifa troll idiot Joan Sharp in the chat. Don't buy into this garbage of she's sorry to the chat. She's not. Joan Sharp, I used to talk to and everything else as a friend on Facebook Messenger, and I have all the Messenger messages. She apologized to me because her Antifa niece was telling all this shit. I have all the text messages, or sorry, all the not text messages, Facebook Messenger messages. But with all Antifa, you know, they have brain damage and they can't remember 2 seconds of anything they said. On top of it all, this psychopath, and that's what I believe she is, and that's what I will classify her of as. She's made many messages to me about taking shotguns and shooting St. Catherine's counselors and mayor, all sorts of garbage. As a matter of fact, Glenn, thank you for your help today in sending me those audio messages. So, Joan Sharp, I will ask you this question. When was it when you seen my thingy between my legs and it's so tiny? Please tell me that, because I have audio messages from my good friend Glenn Meredith of you sending him these things today in message. And Joan Sharp, it was you who told me, and I have the Facebook messages, that Karen Michelle was running around telling you that she was my girlfriend. Not. Never in hell. And Christian, who is Karen's son, sorry for blocking you, brother. You're a good man. You're a very good man. I just can't trust if it's your mother that's going on your account to try to message me or not, because the messages I get are from two different people. And I believe that's the case because it's so different, the type of conversations we have, from the type of conversations I've had another. So, look, I've told Karen Michelle a million times, I'm going to say this outright. I don't give a freaking frack about this garbage. I got all the text messages to back everything up. And I kept telling Karen Michelle, I don't want nothing to do with any girlfriends. I don't want girlfriends. I don't want nothing. She kept telling me she loves me, kept grabbing my balls and crap. If you're my friend, if you want to come down and party on people, that's fine. I'm all for a party. Not a problem. But I don't want to have to sit there and defend myself and push a person away because they're going on too far with this garbage. This garbage is just garbage. Wake the freak up. Grow the freak up. You've been denied. Drew Olette, poor guy. Yeah, tell the truth, I am. That's right, we do have all the messages and the audio. You're damn right. And I have no problems with posting them all. And I've told you a million times, you started telling me you love me. Are you kidding me? You love me? Are you crazy? You have a problem? I still remember that night when Christian called up in the morning and he was all pissed off at you. Blah, blah, blah. And he was all pissed off, poor guy. Then I got all the messages with you saying your husband or ex-husband or whatever the hell, beat you. I have everything. I even have messages of you. You live in a freaking apartment building. You sat there and you were that you were going to meet your realtor today to seal the deal. You're selling your home. You don't have a home. You have an apartment building. What are you selling? With what realtor? These people are completely freaking crazy, man. I've told you a million times, I didn't mind having you around. You're good to have fun. Yeah, that is sad. It's very sad, Karen. And don't think I didn't see your posts of, people are mad or whatever the garbage it was because they're mad at themselves or not happy. No, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, bitch. Who's not happy with themselves? Get a wake-up fucking call, man. Fuck. Holy shit. Sorry for the swearing. I'm so sick of these fucking people. Poor Drew Olette couldn't get himself a doctor's appointment up where he lived in Sudbury. And so Drew came down to Niagara. Yeah, you're drunk. Coming from a person who drinks beer from the second they get up till the second they go to sleep. I'm drunk. You're drunk, bitch. This is OJ, dipshit. You've probably been drinking beer from the second you woke up. Sorry, Derek. This kind of shit, these nutcases, these complete nutters. Come get some. Oh, yes, you're a goof. Yes, fatty. You're so fat. I'm not even going to get into that. Forget that. I'm not going to get drawn into your stupid child behavior. It's just ridiculous. These people.
I'll find the feed.
We had the old lady last night along with Karen. I wasn't even talking to Karen, but Karen decided she wants to jump up and say all this stuff. Who's angry? Who's mad, Karen? I have massive witnesses on that. So let me get back to Drew. Drew came down. Drew came down. Drew needed a doctor's appointment for his heart because nowhere up in Sudbury and the surrounding area would sit there and see him without being jabbed. So he made an appointment in Niagara. And, I told the guy, I was nice enough. I said, come on down, Drew. You can stay at my farm there. It's being done and everything. So it's not the greatest, but at least it's a place to stay. You don't have to pay for an apartment or anything. So Drew came down. Well, lo and behold, here's Karen. Karen came down too. And I said, well, why didn't Christian come?
It's on Ed's feed.
Well, Christian didn't come down. According to Karen, Christian needs to be in an apartment building. He wouldn't come to the house. So later on, Drew, he needed to go get cigarettes and, no problem. So Drew said, hey, come with me. So I went with Drew and he starts telling me about, Karen, you should be.
I'm Antifa.
She likes you and all this crap. And I blew up. I told Drew straight out. I've told Karen straight to her face. I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want nothing to do with anything. Pray for yourself, Karen, you psychopath, you freaking stalker nutcase. And Drew was telling me everything. He was telling me about Karen, telling him to talk to me, to make me go out with her. And I told Drew straight up, I've told her a million times, I don't want nothing to do with her. I don't. She's not my type of girl, for crying out loud. Get away. Get lost. No means no. What part of no means no don't you understand, you psychopathic nutcases? And you have all these girls, and we even seen it in the Johnny Depp trial. They've been turning all this garbage. You mind your own business, Jones Sharp. You got nothing to do here. So again, Jones Sharp, when did you see my little dinky that you sent to Glenn Meredith today? When did you see that, you freaking fat psychopathic Antifa nutcase? Huh? Yeah, that's right. You never seen it because I've only met you once, and that was at the NRP Chris Sky event in Niagara Falls, and I never took my pants up for you ever. I wouldn't take my pants off for you ever. Drew knows everything of what you did, Karen, because I had a heart-to-heart with Drew. And as a matter of fact, I talked with Drew today. He had no clue about any of this shit. But, Jennifer, I don't care if you know or don't know, and drama, that's right.
You can get the information soon.
And just like the same garbage that Kevin said last night, because of the crap that's going around, it needs to be exposed. And like I said, everything is set. Oh, here's a good one. Karen Michelle is a beautiful person. So you tell me, Jones Sharp, were you not begging Karen Michelle, Glenn Meredith, and other people for money because you have a pill popping habit? I got all the text messages and the Facebook messages from Karen Michelle to me about you. So, and you're the one who went and told me that Karen Michelle was saying that I was her boyfriend when I wasn't. And Karen Michelle also sat there and said that she, she never said any stuff that she was my girlfriend or anything. So these guys got your shit mixed up. Get a freaking clue. I've said it a million times. I got all the messages. And even the last time when Drew was down, Drew said Karen was all pissed off at me because he had to leave. He had to go do things for Pat King. And, Karen was all pissed off at him because he had to leave my place and go do what he had to do. There's more important things than Karen getting her sexual needs met. Not by me, by the way. I'm not into barbed wire. So, guys, get a clue. Grow up a few years. If a guy doesn't want you, he doesn't want you. It's still different. The girl doesn't want a guy. They don't want a guy. And when Karen, you sit there and say, I want a sober man, you're freaking drunk from day one. Oh, yes, Glenn, you do need to delete these freaking nutcases tonight. I have all the freaking messages. I can send you all, just like the voice messages you have that this freaking psychopath. Yeah, whatever, Karen. Run along. You can't handle rejection. Rejected. Double L. Double L. How's that? Rejected. Get lost. You're not wanted. Period. You're not my kind of girl, never have been. Run along. God damn, these freaking people. I'm not mad at you, Jennifer. I don't know where you even thinking that, but hell, no, I'm sick and tired of guys being freaking made the aggressors. Oh, toxic masculinity. We got the same crap happening with Karen, or with Kevin, not Karen, because it's the other foot that's Karen. Oh, Lynn, you have no idea the kind of shit. And I even had last night that Carol Weir, freaking 80-year-old, sending me her tits and shit in Facebook Messenger. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, you're drunk. You're drinking. I know you drink from freaking the second you get up all day long. So don't tell me any different. All right. Oh my God. And that's that for that. I'm not going to go on this crap anymore. If anyone wants the proof, I'll give you the proof. We have more important things happening in freaking Ontario and Canada. So let's move on to our guest. This kind of garbage is just bullshit. Psychopaths, man. Psychopaths. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, my last girlfriend did not call the cops. You don't even know who the hell my last girlfriend was. You have no clue what went on with that. Yeah. My gun audio, sure thing, freaking psycho. Just run along, freaking crackhead. Tell me, what house do you own? Since you own a house, you went and seen your realtor, Karen. What house do you got? You live in a freaking apartment building. Remember, I've been there. So please tell me. And I have those text messages too. If it's not freaking delusional and everything else, up there. Jesus Christ, these freaking people. Hello, Rebel Mama Bear. How are you doing? And let's get on with this garbage.
Good evening, guys. How are ya?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's good. I'm in the same neck of the woods as Stefanos in Ontario. And we have been doing a little digging and come up with some very interesting information in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, excellent. We had a phone call last night about all of this stuff.
Yes.
Go along, push it along here.
Okay, I've had a little bit more to do with the healthcare system in the last 48 hours than I've wanted to. But as Stefanos will show you with all of the documents that we've dug up in the last 12 hours or so, what is happening in Ontario with the hospitals is very, very puzzling. A friend of the family, vaccine reaction, and she lives in the Oakville area. Oakville Hospital sent her to Brampton because there were no ICU beds available in Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville, Milton, Mississauga, or Toronto. I found this out after speaking with another friend who had a relative had a heart attack in Toronto 3 days ago. He lives in Spadina, Bloor, somewhere downtown anyway. They shipped him to Brampton for the same reason. So Stefanos and I got talking and we did some digging and came up with some pretty interesting stuff that is right in the media. It's right there for everyone to see, but they're sure not talking about it. And if we thought as being purebloods that we were second-class citizens, this is a whole new ball game. We're Canadians and we're second-class citizens. Stefanos?
Yeah, we are second-class citizens according to the...
Oh, you're breaking up.
Oh, sorry. As I was saying, we are second-class citizens according to the federal government and the provincial governments, unfortunately, because we haven't been jabbed up. There's been some... So about a week or so, I believe it was last week, we had a show about foreign healthcare workers coming to replace Canadian healthcare workers. And this is a real problem because we are literally crapping on our healthcare workers. We had tens of thousands fired just right before the pandemic. And then they were crying about not having enough healthcare workers for the demand in the hospitals. When all the hospitals were empty, by the way. And so this is very disturbing that the government of Ontario is trying to, bring in foreign healthcare workers to take their positions. Derek, if you can bring up the link to the Ontario Health report there, that would be the one we want right now. Not this one. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry. Yes, you got the right one. If you can make it full screen, that'd be great instead of small. Yep, even better. So we all know what's going on with the Ukraine and everything else. Well, we have a bunch of Ukrainians now flooding Canada, or at least Ontario, but Canada for sure. If you scroll down, Derek, there's a spot in there. Oh, wait, actually, just scroll up one more. Okay, that's it. Hold right there. So if you read this, go up one. Yeah, there we are. So only 34% of Ukrainian population is fully vaccinated. Corona disease 2019, blah, 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 which is the 7th lowest in the World Organization. I use the provincial government's own health numbers that they were putting out there, and it actually turned out to be about 32 to 34% of people in Ontario being fully vaccinated. Now, the provincial PC party, they've been toting that it's 80 to 90%. So that's an all lie using their own. Now we have the Ukraine, 34% vaccinated. Now, key things to pick out here. Ukraine has a high prevalence of HIV/AIDS, multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, along with low coverage for routine immunization as polio. The conflict in the Ukraine has also caused a burden on the mental health and will require mental health care, services, and support. Other points to consider: sexual and reproductive health care, including sexually transmitted infection, prevention, screening, and treatment, as well as obstetrics. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that kind of garbage, but here you go. In pediatric care, all right, or pediatric health care. If anyone has been paying attention to the news, you'll suddenly see there's a huge outbreak in children with hepatitis. That's in direct relation, and they say an unknown infection. So they can't nail down where all these children have contracted hepatitis. Well, the only thing you can direct it to is from the jab. Children are perfectly fine before we started forcing this experimental MNR vaccine on children, and now all of a sudden there's kidney disease. There's all sorts of different diseases. We have cancers. We have all sorts of stuff going on. Why? Where? And now Ontario is being flooded with Ukrainian refugees. It gets better though. Rebel Mama, you have anything you want to add to what I just said? Any personal experience with people with kidney failure, maybe?
Absolutely. One of the people that I have been talking about is double kidney infection and gone to pneumonia. And that happened within less than 48 hours. and she was jabbed.
Right. So we have a clear problem here. There is a problem of these jabs being mandated on children.
Exactly.
And
then when there's a problem, there's no one to turn to. You get
well,
shuffled from hospital to hospital because they don't have space, they say.
yeah, and then they have the direct argument of an unknown. They do not know how these children are getting it. Well, how do you get it? Obviously, if they made 5 and under, what does
Yeah.
that tell you?
Yeah. It's all too obvious. But the big thing is we're not getting the care that our tax dollars have paid for. That is being given to Ukrainian refugees, and we're now being bumped down the list because they are now priority. Now, Stefanos, there's one there we might as well give credit to the airline that's helping. One of the links there will tell us who it's courtesy of and who's bringing them all into Pearson.
Right, and not only Pearson, but we suspect Hamilton also.
We do.
And there's an article I seen today. It's much more than one airline. There's about 4 airlines that are bringing them in here.
Yeah, 3 of them were American, though. The only one that was Canadian was Air Canada. It was Southwest, Air Canada, American, and I think United, if I'm not mistaken. It's in one of the articles you got.
Right, we'll move on to them, but I still want the Ontario Health article because this is where it's going to tie into a previous show that we done.
Right.
And the previous show was on healthcare workers in Canada being replaced by foreign healthcare workers that are not trained, and they were going to train. Joan, who cares if the cops are coming? Go get a life, you freaking nutter. I'll show them your text where you want to shotgun municipal people, all right? I'll be seeing you in jail, and I'll be a witness against you. Go, just get lost, you freaking nutter. As a matter of fact, any moderator, boot her from the show. Freaking, we don't need no nutcases like that. So if you move down, Derek, if you can scroll down a bit, I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. A little bit more. So let's find out here. So there's a section in this document from Ontario Health that says that it's going to be all foreign workers. So the Ukrainian people they're going to be bringing into Ontario are going to be replacing all workers' positions, like all of them. It's somewhere in this document. I seen it earlier when I was going through it. I'm just not sure on what part. So scroll down from there. They're going to be meeting the needs, so to speak, of work, period. So they're being brought in with all these diseases, some of which they are immune to, and are putting Canadians at risk, especially when they're coming in with HIV/AIDS. They're being brought in with resistance to medical treatment, tuberculosis. Keeps scrolling down. I don't think it's in this section, but they are going on. You see, 84 or 89.4% are infected with AIDS. Can you imagine what's going on? We've already got a document out there saying that everyone with the 4th booster, that it will be destroying your immune system, effectively giving you AIDS. And now we have this problem with the children having hepatitis. So this is very bad signs that are being put in there. It's just very, you know, nothing good is going to come from flooding in Ukrainian refugees, you want to call them, whatever, and they're going to take over and replace the Canadian workforce. Are you freaking kidding me? You know, when we had done the earlier show on on our healthcare workers being replaced by foreign healthcare workers that are not even treated, what are we seeing here? What kind of a healthcare system do we have? We don't. We have a bunch of healthcare professionals who are not um, not part of Canada.
A few moments later.
1 hour later.
Oh dear. Stefanos, come back.
Yeah, sorry about that, but you know, are we going to replace Canadian healthcare workers with people who are not qualified, not licensed under Canada? And now we're going to have these refugees. And who says that these refugees are just going to be strictly Ukrainian? How do we know that the government is
They're getting them real good tonight.
1 hour later.
It's all right. I'm not frozen. Stefanos, come on back, man.
A few moments later.
Wow.
They really don't want this to get out.
No. Oh.
So where he was going with this?
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Stefanos, there's actually the press release that I sent you this morning from the city of Hamilton. I got it to you when it was only out for like an hour, and it was them officially announcing that they would be firing all healthcare workers that are not jabbed.
Yeah, and can you tell us what they are doing?
That decision came out this morning.
Could you tell everybody what they are doing with patients that are in hospitals that are, and you've confirmed that you've sent people out to check the hospitals out. They are not burdened.
Absolutely.
And they're not overflowing with patients. Can you tell us what they are doing with those patients and where they are moving them to?
Well, the one gentleman was in downtown Toronto, actually more towards the east side of Toronto, and they couldn't get him a bed. He was a heart attack, and he went all the way to Brampton. And I mean, it's the same story. I mean, his wife is disabled. She can't get there to visit him. Nothing. The other case, she's from Oakville. She was in Oakville Hospital. They said, we can't find you a bed anywhere here. You have to go to Brampton. Again, her family's over an hour away. Mom's disabled. And 2 hours per day visit. That's it. One person from the family only. And you have to be jabbed to get into that hospital.
And what hospital are they moving these people, claiming there are no beds for them?
They're moving them to William Osler, the new Brampton Hospital up on Beauvert. I think it's called Brampton Civic now.
Right. So they are moving now all the patients to Brantford.
Brampton.
Brampton, sorry. Brampton from Hamilton. Am I correct there?
Oakville and from one of the downtown hospitals. I'm not sure which one he was at.
And the claim is that they have no hospital beds available for them, correct?
Because of the Ukrainian refugees. And that came directly out of the mouth of a nurse to the mother of this girl that is in the hospital. And that is the excuse that they're using. Now, that's for ICU. Whether that is the case for regular beds or not, I'm still digging. But both of these people had to be ICU.
Right, but you did have someone attend those places today, if I'm not mistaken, and those hospitals are not overwhelmed. They're not.
They are not overwhelmed at all.
Right. So now Canadians, yet again, have to take a second seat to foreigners
Precisely.
on the will of the government. And these foreigners that are being brought in are going to be replacing not only our healthcare workers, but they are going to be replacing workers on every level.
Exactly.
So, is there any sort of insight you can provide on this any further?
Well, I think it's something we all need to know. I mean, we rely on our hospitals, we rely on our medical care, and we need to know it's there for us. I mean, let's face it, we paid for it. And we're inviting in people from other countries when we're not capable of taking care of our own people. Charity begins at home, I'm sorry. But if you can't look after your own citizens, you don't go volunteering to look after someone else's, especially with this kind of baggage and the risk it brings to Canadians.
Right. So, do you think it's proper for the Ontario, and not only Ontario? Let's go on a broader scale. The federal government. Do you think it would be proper to be bringing untrained, unqualified foreign healthcare workers into the Canadian healthcare system uh, to take care of foreigners and to replace our Canadian workers? And not only that, but is it proper now to bring in foreigners from the Ukraine, as they term them, refugees, and they are now going to go on a broader spectrum and replace all employment needs for Ontario or Canada in whatever province, but Ontario for sure. And yes, there is a document online there, Curly Mo. That was the one we put up from Ontario Health itself. So that's right from the government saying that they will be replacing all workers in Ontario.
Yeah. After they've been through what they've been through, they have taken the jab. They've been good little liberals, and even they are going to be stabbed in the back. Now, if this doesn't bring the jabbed and the unjabbed together, I don't know what will. Because this is us against them.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't so much get my vehicle repaired right now because the garage I go to, even though it's under warranty, um, the work that they had done before, I can't get it done right now because the workers are happy taking the CRB, every single one of them, by the way, saying that they have COVID or tested positive for COVID. So they're staying home and collecting a paycheck without having to do any work. But the owner is the only one at that garage right now. And
that is disgraceful. Those workers should be absolutely ashamed of themselves.
and this is the problem we have now that this has created, because we know the PCR tests are unreliable, inaccurate. This is no secret. We've had motor oil test positive. We've had kiwis, pineapples test positive. So, well, not the CERB, Jennifer. This is the CRB, not the CERB. So don't get the two confused. So, we have no workers. All I see is help wanted signs all over the place. And Sonia, yes, life insurance is a big, big problem here because what we are seeing, they're not covering people under certain conditions.
I have heard that. It depends on what company you're with and the circumstances, but they shouldn't be able to wiggle out of this at all. The insurance company should have to stand behind their policies. Absolutely. This was forced on us by our government.
Well, that's the whole plan, right? They want to break us.
Yeah, it's coercion. Absolutely coercion and blackmail. It is. It's dangling your job under your nose and saying, take it, take it, take it.
Yeah, well, it's the fear. Nobody wants to be without work. Nobody wants to be without anything. And they're forcing us to make that choice.
Well, a lot of people actually like their jobs and can't do them because of the government restrictions. Their industries are just have their hands tied behind their back because of the mandates. And then you see that something like this happening where our healthcare is being compromised. So because we're going to look good on a global stage because we took in some refugees. Well, yeah, no, I
All right, so let's see here. You wanted to talk about this one, eh? Hamilton one? Oh, wait, it's not up. Hamilton welcomes Ukraine. Yeah. Are you there? Did we lose you? Uh-oh. Hello. Must have got booted. I'm the only one left here. I'm not sure what this is all about. So anyways, Ford pledges millions to help Ukraine's coming to Ontario.
Hey, I'm back. It muted. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry, I was back. I needed a bathroom break. Sorry.
Yeah, Derek's just pulling up the article, the actual press release from this morning from the city of Hamilton, and the fact that they were letting all of their workers go if they weren't jabbed. I think it's the last one that I sent over.
Stefanos left the building. Yeah, so I got the article up if you want to go through it.
Can you hear me, guys?
I can just hear you, yeah. Stefanos
There you
is
are.
out.
Hello?
I'm here. You there?
Derek, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think we got a
Can you
bad
hear me?
connection. I can get her in on the phone.
Sorry there, Derek.
Seems like we have a connection issue with Rebel Mama.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to plug in because I'm starting to lose battery here.
All right, sorry. So look.
Bear with me here, guys. Just a second.
All I'm saying is, everyone, connect everything together. Go through all the legislation that's going on the federal levels, provincial level. Don't be left out. And again, the most important document is the Ontario Health. So that's the government document. It is telling everyone. It's right there. Derek, if you scroll down, let's find that part. I want people to see for themselves that they are going to be replacing all employment areas. I don't know if you can find it yourself. I think we passed it because you're into that part there. So I think we went past it somewhere. If you can scroll back up somehow and check it out. But we are literally being replaced by foreign workers. So our governments are no longer creating jobs for Ontarians, no longer creating jobs for Canadians. They are sitting there and they are taking our jobs away from us, under the guise of this COVID garbage. So I will tell you, as of the other day, there was another ruling yet again. So the courts are upholding the children's rights to be vaccinated or not, and no more of this totalitarian forcing children to be vaccinated by a mother or a father or under the court's own jurisdiction. So they have reversed this. They are starting to push back. So the courts have recognized that vaccination is a personal choice. It cannot be forced on you whatsoever by anyone. And this needs to be upheld in the courts, and it is being uh, upheld now. And we have another ruling. You won't see it because this was done during a settlement conference, or sorry, not a settlement conference, a briefing from the children's lawyer. So and that is all based upon the information that was provided uh, to the children's lawyer. And uh, uh, you know, when the children's lawyer's disclosure came out and what they were providing. So there was a recent court ruling in family courts where it is a personal choice. Government cannot force jabs on children or anyone else for that matter of fact. And this has reversed the precedent that has been set previous. And so this has been going along, and we've had, as I've said, a favorable outcome. This was on Monday, so this case continues. So, and yes, Gail Douglas, absolutely, they are replacing workers with foreign workers if they've refused to get jabbed. This is why they brought them back in the interim while they bring the foreign workers in to take over their positions. Highly unconstitutional, highly unlawful, what they are doing. And these all constitute a constructive dismissal in employment law and unconstitutional when you get on the level of body autonomy. So, and we do have the JCCF doing incredible work upholding and protecting Canadians' constitutional rights and overriding their totalitarian government. So, this is 100% excellent. But in the meantime, they're making legislation to take away Canadian jobs from Canadians and replacing them with foreign workers, which I might add are not required to be jabbed or anything else. So the hypocrisy is there. We need to put an end to this stuff, and there is an end coming. We have a very important lawsuit to be announced in the future. We are holding these dictator tyrants accountable on every level of government. So it's time to end their reign of dictatorship. Derek, Rebel Mama, anybody there? Or did I lose everyone? Not sure. You want to add anything to what I just said or not?
I don't know what to add, really. This is all news to me because I don't really pay attention to what's going on in Ontario. I should be, but...
Well, and it's not just Ontario. We have to keep in mind this is on both on federal and provincial. So it doesn't matter if it's clear across Canada or provincially, statewide. They are doing this, and this is what they are pushing forth right now. It's crazy.
Rebel Mama was muted.
There we go. Thanks, Derek. I can't find the mute button on this thing. Sorry
Are you
about
using
that.
the computer?
No, I was just. No, I'm on my iPhone.
Oh, well, it's not. It's usually not too far from what it actually is like on the computer. Like if I show you right here, it's down in here, like down in here.
I'm looking.
Just for future reference.
Oh, my screen doesn't look like that at all. Oh, there we are. You just have to scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you this much: it's not a
Okay,
class.
there we are.
Absolutely not a class action. It's a multi-party, and because class action simply does not apply to this, so absolutely not. You know, this will be something that we're going to hold government, accountable.
Well, I mean, it poses a real threat to our safety and our health. They're bringing in diseases. They're bringing in untrained workers. They're going to spend a pile of money to train them. We're going to have language barriers between patients and caregivers. I mean, this is a massive kettle of fish. And the fact that you can't get an ICU bed for, how many kilometers is just crazy.
The shit show continues. Karen, give it a break. No, you messaging Drew is going to help you, not at all. But Drew gave me everything that day I was with him. So, stop trying to expand this. You've got yourself done in, all right? You were mad at Drew when he decided he had to go. You were mad at him for going. What are you going to do? Stay? The guy finished what he did. I was nice enough to let him stay at my place. You came along, whatever. Give it up, man. Grow up. Rejection. Rejected. Period. You guys drive me insane. From day one, I told you I want nothing to do with you. Wake up. Stop with the garbage. Grow up. Man up. Well, you can't man up. You're a girl. But so, grow up. It just does no good for anyone. Not you, not me, not anyone. Wake up.
They just like to get you out, Stefanos.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man.
They're pushing your buttons.
Oh, no buttons push.
Meanwhile, we've got a healthcare crisis and several people involved and people dropping all
I have
over.
to defend myself when BS is being told. Drew needed to go to get some cigarettes, so he told me to come along, and then he told me to go along with him because Karen asked him to talk with me to make me go out with her. I don't want to go out with her. I've told her that. I said to Drew, why would you be saying that? She already knows this garbage. I've told her in her face. I don't say garbage behind people's back. I'll tell it to their face, unlike these people that like to run around behind people's back. So, you know what? You want to come sue me? Come get some. I have all the evidence. Come get some, idiots. Grow up. Wake the freak up.
Did Stefanos freeze?
He's still there.
Sorry. I'm just reading my text because Drew is texting me right now. Apparently, Karen Michelle told him that I said that Drew lied. You've all witnessed what I've said. I never at 1 second told anyone that Drew lied. Drew has been an upstanding guy. He's been defending freedom. He's been doing what he's doing. The guy is the man is charged. He's before the courts for standing up for freedom, while these degenerates are trying to, force people like me to go out with him. I don't want to go out with you. Get a freaking clue, people. Drew has done nothing wrong. Drew Ouellette is he's a fighter for freedom. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Just, I'm not going to sit here and be attacked by these clowns and sit there and have Drew now being smeared by them, saying falsehoods. I never 1 second said that Drew lied ever. And as a matter of fact, I'll make sure Drew watches the show after, because these people, you know, they're clueless. They forget what they say. Everything is on the show here. At no point did I ever say that Drew lied. Drew, I love the guy. He's doing what he should be doing.
Oh. Why are you here? Because you guys went.
Well, I don't know, man. It just seems like everybody's so quick to jump down people's throats or something like that. Drew's been up here in Calgary recently. I don't see a problem with the guy. He sat in the studio here and had a show with us. So I'm not sure.
No, you're absolutely right, Derek. You know, this is just so stupid. Yeah, you're right, Jennifer. It is a shit show, 100%. But, you know, this is the kind of garbage that detracts from important information that we're trying to put out here that Canadians are unaware of. Not only Canadians, but Ontarians, if you want to go specifically to the provincial government and what they're doing now, how these jabs have affected people. You have these people with their real life drama rejected. They can't handle rejection. You know, you can't force someone to be with someone. For you out there that are married, did you have a shotgun stuck to your head, you know, forcing you to be married? You know, this kind of crap is just that. It's crap, just straight up garbage. You know, this is what detracts from everything. This is what the fight. Yes, Carrie, my ginger, you did miss out on lots. Make sure you rewatch the show. We've had some conversations on certain people, but you know, you gotta. These people are just complete psychopaths, man. Just complete nuts. You know, you want to go get laid somewhere else. It's not happening from me. Get lost. You've been told I don't love you. There's nothing there. You keep telling me you love me. I don't love you. Get lost. You know, you got a kid who's autistic at home. Take care of your kid. You've called me on the phone when he was having an episode. Take care of your kid. Are you kidding me? You're going to focus on trying to force me to be with you when I don't want to be with you? Get a life. Well, Fred, you're right. And that is bullshit. And that is online bullshit. No, I will not keep it to myself because I'm not the one who brought it up. These degenerates brought it up themselves. So I'm not going to sit here and ignore it and let these guys say all this BS. I will defend myself and I will provide every single piece of evidence of proof, period. I will stop as soon as they stop, Carolyn. It's just ridiculous. A bunch of crazy, child freaking like antic BS. But I will defend myself. I will never, ever, ever sit back and not defend myself where I should be defended. Ever. I don't care who it is. And if you want to leave the show, go ahead. You want to unfriend me? Go ahead. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. No, not you, Derek. But if you want to do that too, go ahead. But
nah, I wouldn't do that. You're just talking straight.
You're right, Eddie. Some big time great stuff. You know. Yes, Freddie. F you too. How's that? I can just go right back. You're just as immature as they are. So F you too here, Freddie. This one's for you, buddy. Next. Yeah, so where were we? And let's get on with it.
Sounds like a plan.
So stupid. And somebody said, so are the unions, Rhonda? Yes, the unions are involved in this. As a matter of fact, I've had many cases in Alberta specifically where the unions have refused to defend their workers And all the while, they've been stealing their money under the guise of union dues. And, you know, time for the unions to disappear. It's time for them to go by the wayside. Yes, they do suck, Steve. You're right. Maybe at the beginning, they might have been doing what they should do, but now it's all changed. Unions no longer represent the workers. The unions are literally funneling union funds, union dues, I should say, and putting them into the we movement. So we know they're no longer backing the worker. They are now backing a political agenda. Smokey Thomas, he was taken to court and already found out on all this stuff. Dude, I'm grown up, and I see you're still going, you know, how about you grow up, Freddie? How about that, buddy? And, you know, they still keep going on. They are backing social justice, socialism, which is the kind word for communism. So, you know, wake up, start pushing back on your unions, because the unions are now not only with the employers, they are now open to lawsuit after the cases go to court. And yeah, Rhonda, Unifor, OPSU, you take your pick. They're all out there. I had Unifor in BC, I believe. I can't remember exactly what location, reaching out to me for help. So some union members in the executive are trying to do the right thing, but other union members are absolutely doing, yes, Rhonda, again, CUPE, yes, that's a big one. We've seen CUPE and OPSU show up in Toronto and in Hamilton at Mohawk College, flying the union flags along with the communist flags. You know, this is I believe it was, what the hell was his name? Barry something or another. He was wearing a mask. He tried to attack one of the women. We hauled him in, gave him a little bit of a shit kicking at the same time, pulled his mask off, and lo and behold, we found out he was the second president at the time for CUPE. You know, this is what you're up against. These are the communists. The unions are rife with communists and Antifa. So this is why they are pushing along, trying to push the current political narrative. It's just crazy. And I'm not going to speak about grammar, Carrie. I like to speak in language that everyone can understand.
So the question is, what are we going to do about it?
Well, the question is, what are we going to do about it? That's always the hard question. We can always point out the problems. Finding the solution is the hard problem. So the hard problem is, what are we going to do about it? Well, there are lawsuits. 5 of the 6 cases of employment law and unions and misrepresentation in Alberta have been successful. The 6th one is still going through. The lies that the media was putting out, trying to deter workers from taking their employers or unions to court. You know, this is a straight planned, collaborative tactic to attempt to make people not take them to court. This is a constructive dismissal on every level. There's no such thing as a unpaid administrative leave. So no such thing. Administrative leaves in employment law pertains to if you do something incorrect or wrong, whatever, they will, you know, say you have 2 weeks administrative leave that's unpaid. It's a punishment. But not taking the jab, you cannot be stuck on indefinite unpaid leave. That is another word for you are fired.
Correct. But doesn't this all come back to the way that the government forced the liability onto business to
And
enforce this?
you're absolutely correct, because we now have the Ontario government has come out and said that they never mandated jabs, but they suggested that employers should come up with policy that forces them to be jabbed, which is government actually skirting liability from themselves and implementing, or sorry, not implementing, imposing liability on the private employer.
Right.
So
Which is illegal, correct?
absolutely, the government on any level is not allowed to cause a liability on any private property, any private business, which is exactly what was done. So the governments came out now and said, oh no, we never mandated jabs, we just suggested. So it's just a suggestion that employers should have policy in place. So now the employers are going to face all the legal issues. They're the ones that are getting sued. And in the case of unions, you can't get your jobs back. So the only right is a monetary value. And then that leaves them open to lawsuit under the common law after. And this is what's happening. This is what we are seeing. So unfortunately, business did not heed my warning and listen to what I said, that they should have banded together and sued the provincial government and held them to account for making them do things. You have human rights issues, you have constitutional issues, you have all sorts of issues. So we're seeing this problem. We got Canadian Tire, who was choking a guy out. That's an attempted murder. You're supposed to use reasonable force. That was way beyond reasonable force. If you want to remove a trespassers, they tried to. Yes, Barry Conway, thank you very much. QP, that's the scumbag. So this is very much a big problem for all business in Canada. And Barry Conway is the guy with the beard and the glasses that you had seen to the right side at the beginning of this video. Once he was exposed, he never bothered wearing another Antifa mask. Just a bunch. That's him right there. Bunch of scumbags. Your unions are not for the workers. Pay attention. It's time to get rid of these scumbags. The unions are stealing your paycheck from your blood, sweat, and tears that you work so hard. They're not protecting you any longer. And they are now taking your money they're taking to force an agenda, political agenda, and force it against you, the worker. So they've done an exact 180 and are now attacking you with your own money. And again, we've seen this with Smokey Thomas. So, he was already found guilty for that. And again, they've invested all this money to the weed movement. So
it's a sad state of affairs, Stefano. It really is.
Extremely, extremely.
Yeah. Is there anything we missed covering? We know they're flying them into Pearson. We know that they're making way for them in Hamilton. They're getting a massive package when they come, $28,000 each. And everything paid for.
Amazing. And we have Canadians that are unemployed,
living on the streets.
And on the
and
streets.
They don't care.
Exactly. Are we going to see an exact repeat where, who was it? The Afghanis, the undocumented immigrants, as they ended up calling them, that were coming in, and they rented all the floors of the different hotels for them to stay in. So are we going to see this now on with the Ukraine refugees, while Canadians, Ontarians in particular, are being set aside from healthcare to be given? They have to take a second seat. They are now a second-class citizen when foreigners are now being brought in for number one priority healthcare. while all the while stealing their jobs and disenfranchising, disconnecting Canadians from their employment and their healthcare services that are guaranteed under the Constitution to them. We are seeing this at an alarming rate, and nobody has talked about this. So this is the first time anyone has talked about this is on this show. And you know what, to tell you the truth, I wasn't even aware of that. I knew about the healthcare workers, but I did not know about every level of worker as the provincial government has done now to us until I spoke with Rebel Mama Bear. So, we are in grave trouble in Ontario. We're in grave trouble in Canada, never mind, all across Canada. We are being replaced with foreigners who are not trained, not qualified, and we are being denied health care, amongst other things. So it's time we start pushing back. Email your MPPs, email your MPs, and let them know that we are not okay with this agenda being forced upon us.
I've got one thing, Stefanos. You know how they Ford said that he never mandated the jab. If it's
Oh, did we lose Mama Bear there?
I'm back. Did you get that?
All right. We kind of lost you, so if you could start again from the top, because we never heard anything.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello?
hear you now. So if you say the whole thing again from the top, we never heard a word you said. So if you want to go again, please tell us what your closing statements were there.
Might have to do this again. Showtime's pretty much over, eh?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. That's why I was trying to give Mama Bear a chance there to say what she was saying as her closing statement. If she can, do you hear us? No.
All right. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back on tomorrow.
Yeah, and sorry for all the drama, but again, I will always defend myself in the light of lies. And keep moving forward, people. We got to push back. Just email your MPPs, your MPs, and let them know what's going on is not acceptable in Canadians, and we are not going to be replaced by any foreign workers. Jason, go ahead, message me, not a problem.
All right. Don't forget to donate, guys. Donate. It gets me out and about to do live stuff and keep the show going. We're crowdfunded, so you can help out at derekstory85@gmail.com, or you can go to noblesavages.me and go through PayPal on that. And you can catch all the previous shows recorded and backed up on my website. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll play us out. Let's play good old RC.
You tried to blame me, tried to shame me, brought the fight to my door. Now you're running scared, bet you never thought that I'd come and pull up at yours. All the things that you tried to cast away, you're now washing up on your shores. All the high water and hell I've been through prepared me for this war. I'm not afraid, I won't back down. Blaring the horns outside of your ivory tower, till the walls come down from the mighty sound, marking your final hour. Try with all of your might to defy the holiness that you tried to sour. You'll never win, your time has come. My strength comes from a higher power that shines a light on your darkness. And all the things that you tried to hide and opens up every closet. Don't gotta look far to find the light. Now the cage is open and the flames are roaming, and we walk together like a lion pride. You'll never tame us, now watch us raise up and purify with the fire inside.
No fear till the walls come down and we see clear.
qualified to let us shine. When we stand together, we're ironclad. In unity, there's power greater than the type these tyrants have. Sending in their thugs who find us smiling back at their violent acts. Now that the dam has broken, there's no hope for them to wind it back. We're coming into our power and realizing what we really need. And it's not advice from a coward who says more restrictions will set us free. There's no weight behind it like powder. All we need is each other now. Vibration raising, their plan is failing. Their house of cards is coming down. The force that courses through our veins is powerful and permanent, and flows from high in heaven, somewhere far beyond the firmament. The darkness had its day, but only paved the way to a total shift, where planet Earth and humanity live in harmony without globalists.
No fear.
Unwavering, unbreakable, like tides that breathe and rising seas, unstoppable, untamable. The light that lives within us has no rival, is untouchable, infinite, limitless, indestructible. They tried to hold us down, but the extra weight just made us stronger, kicked us to the ground. But we got up and stood up taller, tried to demonize our pride, but all they did was make us prouder. Tried to cover up our voices and only made us raise them louder. Tried to keep us from our faith, locked our churches, cuffed our preachers. Now our prayers are even louder. They created more believers, tried to block and censor us and bury us in lies, but that made us better judges. All they did was make us wise. There's nothing they can do to stop these changes that are coming. The angel choirs are singing and our ancestors are drumming. Child, smile and do not fear, for the devil cannot play a hand that isn't drawn from his creation and all a part of our Father's plan.
No fear.